I was gonna sit down and say good morning, but I have to be honest, it's afternoon. I've been meaning to start this vlog all day, but it is, oh, you know what? 20 to 2, not bad. So finally, we're doing it. I'm very excited to bring this vlog to you actually because it is sponsored by Arket. It goes without saying, I love Arket. I am wearing all Arket today, as I do most days. I wanted to share with you a few recent buys that I have very much been enjoying, and I'm sure you've already seen on my Instagram, and then also a few things that I've purchased for loved ones in my life, because Arket is not only just a brilliant place to buy clothing, it also has so many good gifty bits as well. So I have a few things that I've bought for my friends and family. So friends and family, stop watching now, and we will get to those in a bit. But today is technically day 3 of the renovation, so we follow on from the day after the previous vlog. I love that I'm still in the point where I can be like, oh my god, day 3. One day it'll be like it's day 152 of the renovations. I might not have the same enthusiasm, but it feels like a kind of biggish day. We had a massive container craned over onto our driveway, so all the builders can have their like tools and bits and everything can be safe and locked away, so that is great. And then also, what else did we get delivered? I think that's it. You know about the digger, and today has just been more digging. I think they found what they needed to find drain wise. I'll double check with Mark, but yeah, it was just a day of like more digging, more excavating, more moving soil out of our garden. I have a few things on my list to do this afternoon, but possibly the most important one is that I need to sort out dinner for tonight. I stupidly didn't book a Gusto box for this week. I wasn't 100% sure when the kitchen would be moving rooms and like what we would have in the kitchen. Would we have an oven? Like, would we have a hob? All of these things. So I was like, I don't want to get a Gusto and then not be able to use it. So I didn't book one for this week, and it's been a huge fail. Like, Mark and I have had meal boxes now for probably the best part of like 5, 6, maybe even 7 years, and I don't know what I did before them. It just makes, I mean, this is not it sounds like I'm doing like a HelloFresh or Gusto sponsorship, but genuinely, like, if you have a meal box and you get used to that, have you ever like forgotten to order one and then you're just like, what are we supposed to do? That is probably the most important task of this afternoon, is like find something nice and tasty to eat. I could do with a little trip to the supermarket actually, because my bestest friend, who I've known since I was 2, we go well back. I'm meeting her brand new baby tomorrow and I want to take her. Like, I was just trying to think what was really helpful when we had Ralph, and I always said food. And I really loved having a little like snack box near me. So like when I was doing the night feeds and stuff, I just had like fruit roll-ups, Nature Valley bars, like all those kind of bits and bobs, like Snacker Jacks. Oh, she's a real Snacker Jack girl. She's gonna love those. Just basically making her a little snack tub. Have I got a tub to put it in? Let me go check. Sadly not. So yeah, join me for a little trip to the supermarket to find something for dinner tonight, and what I consider to be a very good gift for someone who just had a baby. A lot of gift ideas in this video. Let's have a little look at today's outfit though. Yeah, it's a real Arket number. I'm not sure they still have this on the site, but they did have it maybe a month or 2 ago when I last checked, and it's just their large cable knit jumper. I just love this jumper so much. It's like the perfect cable knit for me, and I love the boxy fit. Super comfortable. And then these jeans, these jeans I'm absolutely loving. I bought a pair in a blue wash, but these black ones are the non-stretch version, and actually I think I prefer these. They've just got that kind of more like baggy, relaxed fit. I like the length of them is perfect. I'm 5'7", just an FYI. I'm wearing a 31. I'd say I could probably get away with a 30, but I really wanted that like baggy fit. I'm just wearing them with some Birkenstocks, so I will link anything I can down below for you if it is still in stock. So I signed off last week with the intention of finding something wholesome and nourishing for our bodies for dinner, and you know what? Mark and I had Pizza Hut, and it was so good. It was so good. It was one of the best Pizza Huts Mark and I have had in a really long time. I had double pepperoni, no cheese with the garlic crust. I know, controversial. It was utterly delicious. You know when you ordered takeout pizza and it is like piping hot. It's like the delivery driver has cooked it in the back of their van. Like, it was unreal, incredible, outstanding. It was obviously just what our bodies needed. And so yeah, there was no more vlogging of the day. And we're fast forwarding quite a bit. I did attempt to vlog yesterday, but our drains were being done for the extension, which meant the guys had to cut off some of our supply, which therefore in turn meant that we couldn't shower yesterday. And no amount of dry shampoo was going to help me. It was just one of those like get through it days. There was nothing glamorous about yesterday, but today the showers are back on, I'm feeling fresh, and we are back vlogging. Do you know what though? Last Thursday, I had such a ridiculously productive day, like possibly my most productive day in like 2 years. And I put it down to writing a to-do list, which, you know, we all do that, but writing it sequenced. So being like, right, you're gonna do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and having it on my phone so I can access it at all times. I just wrote it in my notes app, like very rudimentary, but it meant that I didn't procrastinate as much and I didn't flit around with tasks. I'm very notorious for like starting one thing, doing a little bit, and then thinking of something else, getting waylaid, and then before you know it, I'm like 4 tasks down the line and I still haven't even finished the original thing that I was trying to do. So it really kept me on task. So I'm trying to channel some of that energy into today. Do you know what? This Ilia concealer is just really, really nice. Like the way that it just, like slips onto your skin. It's really, really gorgeous. I filmed a reel the other day that was like a full face of Ilia. I stupidly forgot to put blush on in it, and I'm really liking the multi-stick in Whisper. I might have seen that in a video already. I'm really annoyed I didn't show that because it is so lovely. But this concealer just melts. It's like exactly what I need right now. So update, what is the plan for the day? The weather this week has been really all over the place. If you live in the UK, you will know what I'm talking about. Like my word, the rain has been intense. And when the rain is so bad and basically just lasts the whole day, the builders can't necessarily do what it is they want to do. So today their plan was to start knocking down some walls, which is really exciting, and knocking down our utility and kind of getting a start with that. But actually the weather's played ball. So I think they've been able to finish the drainage stuff. We'll do a little site visit later on once they've gone home. But I think it's meant they've been able to finish that. They needed to cement some manholes in, apparently. But it does mean that Mark and I really need to get our act together when it comes to organising the kitchen and the utility, because it looks like the movement of that into a different room could be happening as soon as today or tomorrow. You know when you do that thing when you're having a bit of a laugh with your mascara just to like see how far it goes? This is the Ilia mascara. It goes quite far. Right, I need something on the lips. Maybe I'll do Ilia Whisper actually. On the lip. There you go, I am obsessed. Okay, so here is what we're starting with. Doesn't look terrible, definitely doesn't look terrible, but I feel like I need to do a bit of a general tidy up, clearing things away before I really get started. So all of this stuff was the stuff that was in our utility, which we have already gone through and like put loads of stuff in the loft, taken loads of stuff to a charity shop, but we need to find somewhere for all of this. Like that is just one of Ralph's like onesies soaking, you know what I mean? Like this needs to kind of be gone through. There's some things we can take with us into the other room, but there's probably some things we can put in the loft as well. This is our fridge and our freezer and our dishwasher maybe, which we thought would be a good idea to order because these things go in and out of stock. So we're like, oh, it's good to have the exact ones because our kitchen is being made to like this exact spec. So it's good that we've got them. We're not going to be like waiting for them, but it does also mean that we need to store them for the next 5 months. And then Mark has done a really brilliant job at like going through and clearing out a lot of the drawers, but there's definitely like, we don't need this much Tupperware. So I'm gonna go through and kind of do a further edit because we would love for our pans to go down here, our cutlery to go in these, or these just be used for something. And then we wanna use these 3 for like food, plates, Tupperware boxes, Ralph's bits and bobs. And we're going to try and relocate this into the other room. Whew. Yeah, so actually I need to stop chatting and need to start doing. know when you start something and you think, oh my word, this is never gonna end. But I was just bringing up a few boxes and I saw my Arket gift stash and I was like, I just have to share this with you because even just looking at it, that is calming me down. It looks so beautiful and so serene. You lot know that I absolutely adore Arket. I'm in head to toe Arket once again. The heavy knit wool jumper, I love this. I got this last winter, I think. I've got it in this like grey melange colour and also the navy. And then these are the jeans that I was talking about, but in the blue. So these have a bit of stretch to them. I'll link them down below. I'm wearing them in a 31. So I'll link these below for you. I'll link everything else that I mentioned below for you. But not only do Arket do fab clothing, which we know, also kids clothing, my major weakness, and lots of gifting ideas as well. Obviously there is the clothing section to pick from, but there are also homewares. I've got a book to share as well. There is plenty to take your pick from. So let me show you some of my faves. Okay, as I mentioned, the clothing section, we have cashmere blend socks. Here for the ribs detail, here for the color. It's the in your 30s version of an annual. You know, like every year you get an annual, like the Spice Girls annual. You can't go wrong with these. Nor can you go wrong with a scarf. This is a wool and cashmere blend, just like a grey scarf. Oh, my sister is actually now in Canada. So before she left, I gave her all of the cozy things from my wardrobe. Megan, let me know, how do we feel about this? Shall I send it to you? So although I have someone in mind for this, I'm very tempted to also pick one up for myself. This is just a pair of wide leg cashmere and wool. I mean, they're pajama bottoms, I guess, but they're loungewear trousers. Working from home, loungewear trousers, and the matching jumper as well. This is a roll neck. Oh, look at that. That is thick and delicious. Either one or the other, or both if you fancy it. But yeah, just a cashmere blend set or some kind of like knitwear set. I feel like that's a solid choice. Then from their homeware section, oh my gosh, this is gigantic. There's something about me and my family and blankets. We love a blanket. Everyone has their very specific one. This is how my dad wears his blanket. He just does over the top. Yeah?
I've had like 20 people message me already.
20?
I've had like, message, is it available? Message, is it available? I'm sure it's not available. Please, please, please can I have it? Message, available. Please, please, please can I have it? All different people, about 20.
We need to get rid of it like today. I'm doing my Arket vlog. I was demonstrating how my dad wears his blanket. I lost my train of thought. If you couldn't pick it up from that conversation, we've put something on Facebook Marketplace, free to pick up, and Mark's got like 20 messages in like, it's been less than 20 minutes. He's only put it up like 10 minutes ago. This is very exciting. I'd just suggest checking out the blanket section, because again, a blanket, everyone's gonna be happy with a blanket. The glassware. If the recipient of your gift is anything like me, they will love a vase. Like, I am a sucker for a good vase. I'll link this one down below for you though, because I feel like this is a good one for really simple arrangements. I've got quite a lot of big vases with really big openings, which are great for when I do like a Freddie's Flowers or a big Bloom and Wild, and I've got like a huge arrangement, but sometimes you just got a couple of delicate stems. You might not want to do too much arranging. This is a really good option because it's just like tall, narrow, very easy to fill. And finally, this book, the Arket Cafe cookbook. I've had a flick through and this is perfect for like quick, easy, tasty brunch and lunch options. If the person you're buying a gift for is like me and just a little bit obsessed with Arket, I think they would find this really sweet. You'd be like, look hun, I know you're obsessed with Arket, have the cookbook. Have the cookbook, a nice little pair of cashmere socks, like what a bundle. If there's anything that you've seen in this video that you want to check out, like I said, it will be linked down below for you. But it's just a good place to head to for all of your gifting needs. So let me know if there's anything that you're going to pick up. I'm G'ing myself up for round 2 of sorting through the kitchen, but I know this thing, I just know I'm going to feel so good when it's done. Okay, it's definitely at that needs to be worse before it gets better stage. Oh my God, no, you know, you just walk in and you're like, no, I really don't want to do this right now. Okay, but the good thing is I've managed to get all of this clear. This is coming with us into the room next door. I've managed to get all of this clear. That's very satisfying. Obviously all of this is now clear. So I'm basically just trying to pack all of our things into here. There might be a little bit of overflow, that's cool. Also, this is now empty. So yeah, just like slowly working our way around, but we're getting there. Okay, site manager, can you tell us what's happening here?
Well, probably it doesn't look like much compared to the previous one, does it?
I don't know. I mean, it's really got very sludgy.
Yeah.
Very muddy.
They've put these in, manholes.
Yeah.
And this is new drainage, so the new drainage has gone over there.
Yeah.
It comes from up that way.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what they've done.
Yeah, and they've just
There's a lot of mess for that, but I mean, it does take quite a long time for them to do it.
And it's very essential.
Oh God, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course it
So there you go. Very muddy. Ralph would absolutely...
He'd just fall flat on his face.
I feel like he would love this though. Okay, this is all looking a lot more manageable. We've got some things here that need to be packed. So still a few more things to pack, but we're definitely almost at the end of that. But everything else is basically clear. Look, nothing in there. Mark is going through the coffee cupboard.
You come to wind me up.
No, I haven't. Because I also have a problem with squash, which we know about. But Mark has a problem with coffee. So there's a few things.
I don't have a problem with coffee. Just like it. So.
You said you were like, I will pack away all my coffee stuff if you go without squash for 5 months. And I was like, nah, no way. No way.
That's it.
Mark is clearing through that. And now... there is still all of this. Yeah, there is still all of this. So this is now what I'm going to try and work through. Like, oh my God, 25 to 5. Probably got about an hour left. I think we're going to do it. This is the part where I realised that we have packed away all of the kitchen stuff that we actually need. But we did it. We did it. There is nothing on the dining room table. Oh, I never thought we would get to the end of it, but we did. Ralph came back. He smelled like my dad, which was so cute. He apparently been having a real granddad day today. I could tell because he smelled like my dad's aftershave, which is so sweet. Had some nice pre-bed snuggles. He's now down to bed. And I'm very excited to have our gusto tonight. We've got this cheese and leek Glamorgan style patties with salad. I think that looks very delicious. But yeah, I'm gonna put on my podcast. I'm so behind on Who Weekly, which I'm just really gutted about because it's just my favourite podcast. There are technically 2 episodes to catch up on a week. They're about an hour long. And then there's the kind of hour and a half Patreon episode that goes up on a Sunday. And now they've got Who's Watching, which is a Spotify show, which again, I think is kind of like 40 minutes long a week. So I need to get my Lindsay Bobby tinny fix and I'll be back. There you go. Thanks.
My head's not in the shot.
Your head is not in the shot. You're gonna have to crouch. All right, Mark has been and located the boxes. We can finish off packing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is good. There you go. These are your Glamorgan style leek and cheese
These sound and
patties.
smell very nice.
Finally got around to listening to the Halloween episode of Who Weekly. It's just taken me.
Halloween?
I'm really behind.
You're really behind?
I'm really
You're
behind.
like 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
Jesus
And
Christ.
now we're gonna watch the Bake Off final.
Oh, God.
But we're watching The Bear.
Oh, we like the bear.
And it's good.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus in the UK. I'd seen loads of people talk about it when it was on in America, and I'd like bookmarked it in my head.
It's a bit like hectic, isn't it? But but then actually in a good way. I think maybe the first episode and the second episode are pretty hectic, but then it kind of like
We're on episode 4
calms
now,
down a
and
bit.
we're like, oh.
It's good, yeah.
We like it now.
Really good, yeah.
It's very good. Also, White Lotus on Sky, watching that, but new episodes weekly, so you can't binge it.
Oh, I think that's tonight. I think the new episode's today. Is it Wednesday? Maybe. I might be wrong.
Oh, it's just the season of good TV.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Arket for sponsoring this video. I will link all of the items down below, including this actually.
I've linked quite a few Arket items in my edit this time around as well. So like, yeah, have a
check
little
out Mark's little like Christmas
some nice
gifting kit.
lounge pants.
Oh.
Lounge joggers, like a nice there's a really nice hoodie that I liked.
Oh, is there?
And a nice beanie. I think it's a beanie as well.
Oh.
There's some good stuff. Oh, and some boxes. The Arket boxes are nice.
Classic. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week with another vlog, and maybe a wall might have gone down.
Maybe
By the next
with a
vlog.
sledgehammer in your hand.
Oh, do you think they'll let me do that?
I mean, I think it would take more than a sledgehammer. But maybe they will.
Maybe. Anyway, right. Let's go eat. See you soon. Have Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.